This is McCook's Mr. Bill. It's an honor to have you here. About 23 years ago, I had a friend get into an ugly divorce. I'd known him all my life, but his wife took him to the cleaners, took everything, but he left him one car. He also had to pay child support, and he didn't have enough money to do anything with them for rent. He talked to a corporation that had a shed, a 12 by 20 shed, and he asked permission to live in it, and he knew the guy. So he said, yeah, you can live in there. You can live in there. No electricity, no running water, no bathroom. But at least it was a place to crash, if you will. He bought a sleeping bag, so there was the bed. He bought a small heater to get him by through most of the winter. And he bought jugs of water for a while till he did save up enough money to repair a well that was already on that property. And so he then had running water to the house, but not in the shed. If they came into the shed, the taxes would be raised by the government, local, of course, schools and what have you. So he didn't go that route. He left it outside so that it wouldn't raise the taxes on the corporation that was basically almost giving him the rent free. You got to have a bathroom, and with what little money he had, he bought a bucket. Now, I almost wanted to make fun of him, call him Bucket Boy, but I didn't, not to his face, because he was having a hard time, and you never degrade anybody going through a hard time. At the same time, he started to shed some light on that that's not as bad an idea to have as you might think. And over the years, he showed me told me some of the tricks that he did with it to make it more livable. And so I bought one myself. I think it's plus 10 years ago. I doubt if it's 15. And so I purchased one from Amazon. And it comes with bags, but I tested those bags out and utilized those bags that came with it. I have a dozen bags in there. I do have some paper towels. I do have a couple rolls of toilet paper. Let's see, what else have I got in there? Some hand wipes. And then, of course, I've got a bottle of water. I don't think that ever hurts to have a bottle of water. I've got a couple of bags. Oh, and then I've got a flashlight. You really don't need to go to the bathroom without a flashlight, do you? No matter what stage you are in. And so that's all there is to it. You take the bag, put it on the sides. After you're done with your business, it has ties in there. You tie it up and you dispose of it. That's a primitive side, a lot better than leaning over a fallen tree, or just squatting, I'm here to tell you. My wife and I had our sewer go out, and for over a week, we had no restroom capabilities. Utilized that, and it worked well, considering what the situation was. Then, a few years later, we had our front water pipe break. And you don't think about, the water coming in, you think about water going out would be your major problem. But if there's no water coming in, you got the same problem from the street water source. Yeah. And it was a holiday, and it ended up being over a week, almost 10 days that we were without water. Oh, dead of winter too. Yeah, nothing could go wrong with that. So we went through a nightmare of not having enough water, and again, this fell into use. That's just as simple as it was. And so it has been used on this side of the day after, along with it's always possible on a day after. Now, we have carried this on a few trips when we were going to lakes or going out arrowhead hunting, something in that nature, where we were going to be 5 miles from the nearest modern bathroom. And so we do throw that in there because, again, when you get old, you'll find sometimes you don't have a lot of time before you have to go. Maybe you should consider getting one now, preparing it in the best ways you see fit, and things that perhaps you see that I haven't thought of. Let us all know. But that is an idea. Its time is coming, and the more the dollar dies, the more things like this may be forced upon us. You guys have a good day.